Welcome to my channel Old Worth Coins. The United States quarter dollar is part of the Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932. This particular coin was minted during a transitional period when the U.S. Mint temporarily removed mint marks and adjusted coin compositions due to a coin shortage and rising silver prices. Design. The obverse front features a portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. The word Liberty appears above Washington's head, and the phrase "In God We Trust" is inscribed to the left. The reverse back shows a heraldic eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows, with two olive branches beneath. Composition: the 1967 quarter is composed of a clad mixture, 75% copper and 25% nickel bonded to a pure copper core. It does not contain any silver, unlike earlier pre-1965 quarters, which were made of 90% silver. This lack of silver limits its melt value. No mint mark. As part of the 1965 to 1967 policy, the U.S. Mint did not include mint marks on quarters during this time to discourage hoarding. So, whether it was struck in Philadelphia or Denver, all 1967 quarters have no mint mark. Mintage and availability: over 1.5 billion 1967 quarters were minted, making it one of the most common quarters from that era. This high mintage means the coin is readily available and not considered rare in most conditions. Condition and grading: coin collectors value coins based on their condition, often assessed using the Sheldon scale ranging from poor 1 to mint state 70. A heavily circulated 1967 quarter may only be worth its face value, while an uncirculated mint state coin with sharp details and luster can fetch a premium value. As of 2025, circulated 1967 quarters are typically worth only 25 cents. However, uncirculated or high-grade coins, MS 65 or higher, can be worth between $1 and $15. Coins with exceptional qualities or errors can go for much more, sometimes reaching $100 or more depending on demand. Error coins: some 1967 quarters with minting errors, such as double dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planches, are especially valuable to collectors. These error coins are rare and must be authenticated by professional grading services. Professional Coin Grading Service (PCGS) and Numismatic Guarantee Company (NGC) are two well-known services that grade and encapsulate coins. A 1967 quarter graded MS 67 or higher by these agencies can command a significantly higher price. Collectability: while the 1967 quarter is not rare, it is part of an important era in U.S. coinage history. Collectors may seek it to complete sets or as an example of clad coinage. Its value is mostly numismatic collector interest rather than intrinsic metal content. The 1987 United States quarter dollar is part of the Washington Quarter series, which features a portrait of George Washington on the obverse front. The design was first introduced in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. The coin has since become a standard in U.S. currency. Design details: the obverse of the 1987 quarter features George Washington's bust facing left, with the words "Liberty" above and the motto "In God We Trust" to the left. The date 1987 is centered at the bottom. The reverse depicts an eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows, with two olive branches beneath it. The inscriptions "United States of America, e pluribus unum" and "quarter dollar" are also present. Mint marks and mintage: the 1987 quarters were minted in Philadelphia, no mint mark, and Denver, D mint mark. Philadelphia produced over 582 million coins, while Denver minted over 655 million. San Francisco also produced proof coins with an S mint mark, intended for collectors rather than circulation. Metal composition: the standard 1987 Quarter is made of a clad composition. An outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel, bonded to a core of pure copper. The total weight of the coin is 5.67 grams. Proof versions, especially the 1987s, were sometimes struck in higher detail but still with the same metal composition. Common circulation value in circulated condition. The 1987 quarter is very common and typically worth only its face value, 25 cents. This is because of its high mintage and lack of any significant rarity. Coins with heavy wear are generally not collectible. Uncirculated and collector value, uncirculated. 1987 quarters. Those that have not been used in commerce can be worth more. Usually between $1 to $3 depending on condition. Mint state, MS, grades like MS, 65 or higher, may fetch slightly higher prices among collectors, especially if the coin is well struck and has minimal blemishes. Proof coin value, the 1987's proof quarter, produced for collectors, is more valuable. In pristine condition, it can be worth $3 to $7. These coins are known for their mirror-like finish and sharp details, often stored in protective cases or proof sets. Grading and condition, coin grading ranges from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS, 70. The value of the 1987 quarter increases significantly with better condition. A coin graded MS, 67 or MS, 68 by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC might sell for more due to its rarity in that state. Collector interest, while 1987 quarters are not particularly rare or valuable in most conditions, some collectors seek high-grade examples to complete their Washington quarter series. Errors like off-center strikes or double dies could also raise the coin's value, though such errors must be verified by experts. The 1987 quarter is generally not considered a good investment coin, unless found in exceptionally high grades or with unique errors. For most collectors, the 1989 United States quarter dollar, also known as the Washington quarter, features the portrait of George Washington on the obverse, front to side. This design has been used since 1932. To commemorate the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth, the coin was minted as part of the regular U.S. circulating coinage, obverse. Design details on the obverse side of the coin. You'll find a left-facing profile of George Washington. The words Liberty appear above his head. In God We Trust is inscribed to the left. And the year 1989 appears at the bottom, reverse. Design, the reverse, back of the 1989 quarter, features a bald eagle with wings spread, clutching a bundle of arrows with olive branches below. Above the eagle are the words United States of America and E pluribus unum, while the bottom has the denomination quarter dollar. Composition and size, the 1989 quarter is made of a clad composition, 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. It weighs 5.67 grams and measures 24.26 millimeters in diameter. This composition has been standard since 1965. After the US stopped using silver in most circulating coins, mint marks, the 1989 quarters were produced at 3 US mint facilities: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. The mint mark is located on the obverse side, just behind Washington's ponytail. Coins with the S mint mark are proof coins, made for collectors, circulated value in average circulated condition. A 1989 quarter is generally worth only its face value, 25 cents. These coins were minted in very large quantities, so they are not rare in typical condition. You'll find them frequently in pocket change, uncirculated and proof value. An uncirculated 1989 quarter, MS 60 to MS 65 condition, can be worth around $1 to $5, depending on the mint and condition. A proof coin from San Francisco in perfect condition, graded PR 69 or PR 70. could be worth $5 to $20 or more to collectors. Grading and condition. Coin condition is crucial in determining value. Coins are graded from poor, P1, to mint state, MS, 70. Coins with scratches, heavy wear, or damage will be worth less. A coin with sharp details, luster, and no signs of circulation is considered uncirculated and holds higher value. Error coins. Some 1989 quarters may have minting errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or planchette flaws. These errors can increase a coin's value significantly depending on rarity and visibility. For example, a double die obverse might fetch $50 or more among collectors. Collectability and investment. While most 1989 quarters hold little numismatic value due to high mintage numbers, they are still of interest to new collectors. If you come across one in excellent condition or with a minting error, it might be worth saving or getting professionally graded. The 1990 US quarter. The 1990 United States quarter dollar is part of the Washington Quarter Series, which began in 1932. It features a portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States, on the obverse front and an eagle on the reverse back. A design used from 1932 to 1998 before the state quarters program began in 1999. Designer and composition. The obverse design was created by John Flanagan. The coin is composed of a clad metal, a copper core, sandwiched between two layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It weighs 5.67 grams and has a diameter of 24.26 millimeters. It is not made of silver, unlike some special earlier issues. Mint marks and production. The 1990 Washington quarter was produced at 3 different U.S. mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. The Philadelphia and Denver coins were struck for circulation, while San Francisco produced proof coins for collectors. Circulated coin value. In circulated condition, most coins found in everyday use. A 1990 quarter is worth its face value, 25 cents. This is because billions of these coins were made, making them very common and easy to find. Uncirculated coin value. Uncirculated 1990 quarters, which have never been used and still have their original mint luster, can be worth more. These coins in MS 60 to MS 65 condition, mint state, typically sell for about $1 to $5 depending on the mint mark and overall appearance. Proof coins. Proof quarters from 1990. Struck in San Francisco and marked with an S. Are specially made with sharp details and mirror-like backgrounds. These are meant for collectors and can be worth around $2 to $5, depending on condition and packaging. Condition and grading. The condition of a coin greatly affects its value. Numismatists, coin collectors, use a 70-point scale, from poor, P1, to perfect mint state, MS, 70. A well-preserved coin with no wear, strong luster, and clean surfaces is much more valuable than one that is scratched or worn. Rare varieties and errors. While most 1990 quarters are common, there are some error coins that can be worth significantly more. These include double dies, off-center strikes, and clipped planchets. Such coins can sell from $10 to several $100s, depending on the severity and visibility of the error. Collector interest. The 1990 quarter is not considered rare by collectors, but those building date and mint mark sets may still want high-grade examples. A certified coin graded MS 67 or better by PCGS or NGC can attract a premium, sometimes reaching $20 or more. Conclusion and market trends. Overall, the 1990 US quarter is a common modern coin, with minimal value in circulated condition. However, in pristine uncirculated or proof condition, especially with error varieties, it can have modest collector value. For investment or serious collecting, rare errors or high-grade certified pieces are the most desirable. The 1994 US quarter. The 1994 quarter is part of the Washington Quarter series, which ran from 1932 to 1998 with the Eagle reverse. This series was replaced by the 50-state quarters program in 1999. The obverse of the coin features a bust of George Washington, while the reverse depicts a heraldic eagle clutching arrows and an olive branch. Design and composition designed by John Flanagan. The coin is made of a copper-nickel clad composition, a pure copper core with outer layers of 75% copper and 25% nickel. It weighs 5.67 grams and measures 24.26 millimeters in diameter. It does not contain silver, as circulating silver quarters ended in 1964. Mint marks and mintage. The 1994 quarter was produced at 3 mints: Philadelphia, no mint mark; Denver, D, and San Francisco, S. The Philadelphia and Denver mints struck coins for general circulation, while the San Francisco Mint produced proof coins for collectors. Over 1 billion quarters were minted in total, making them quite common. Face value and circulated value. In circulated condition, meaning a coin that's been used. In daily commerce, the 1994 quarter is generally worth only face value, 25 cents. This is due to its high mintage and the lack of precious metal content. Uncirculated coin value. Uncirculated 1994 quarters, which show no signs of wear and retain their original mint luster, can be worth slightly more than face value, depending on quality. Uncirculated coins are typically worth between $1 and $5, and coins in higher mint state grades, MS 65 and above, may fetch more from collectors. Proof coins. Proof 1994 quarters were struck at the San Francisco Mint and will have an S mint mark. These coins have a sharp strike and mirror-like finish, and they were sold directly to collectors in proof sets. A typical 1994 S-proof quarter is worth $2 to $5, though deep cameo examples in pristine condition can be worth more. Grading and condition. Coins are graded on a 70-point scale. A well-circulated coin might grade between VG 8 and VF 30, very good to very fine, while an uncirculated coin can range from MS 60 to MS 70. The higher the grade, the more valuable the coin becomes. For a 1994 quarter to be significantly valuable, it usually must grade MS 67 or higher. Error coins and varieties. Some 1994 quarters with mint errors can be valuable. Errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, broad strikes, and clipped planches may command higher prices, sometimes $10 to several $100, depending on rarity and visual appeal. Always verify such errors with a numismatic expert or a third-party grading service. Collector demand and rarity. While not rare, collectors often seek 1994 quarters in top condition to complete date mint sets. Certified high-grade examples can sell at auction for a premium. For example, a PCGS certified 1994 D quarter in MS 68 condition once sold for over $1,000. But such examples are extremely rare. Conclusion and market value.